Hello, everyone. We hope you've all been well during these unprecedented times. While some of us have started going back to work, some of us still continue to work from the chaos at home. So, to all of you that have joined, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome, and I would like to thank you for joining our webinar on powerful and intuitive service ticket management with the Zendesk integration. I am your host, Mohammed Danyal, working as a senior solutions consultant at Easy Office Inventory.
And I'm Abiha Amir, working as a product manager at Easy Office.
So before we begin, here is a brief overview of what we will cover in this session. In the first 15 minutes, we will start off with discussing a few advantages of enabling and using the Easy Office Inventory and Zendesk integration. We will then walk you through two primary use cases of existing customers who are using the integration to optimize their service desk and asset management workflows. And then finally, we will discuss what we have released and what we plan on bringing by giving you a brief walkthrough of our roadmap.
So following this, there will be a 10-minute question and answer session. There is also going to be a live poll running throughout the webinar. We really encourage you to answer these questions because the purpose of this webinar is for us to get a chance to see what you guys want and what needs to be prioritized in terms of our Zendesk integration.
So we released the Zendesk integration back in 2015 when we realized our customers not only want to keep a track of their maintenance events against the items, but their global nature of operation also requires them to maintain a consistent line of communication with the people reporting those issues. Now, for some of the audience that are still evaluating the decision to make the integration or not, I hope what I tell you in this slide helps you in reaching a conclusion. First and foremost, one of the most straightforward advantages of the integration is quick identification. You can quickly identify the items needing work through the Easy Office panel inside Zendesk. Just pulling up a user's profile will allow you to assess all the items in their custody. Now, this is particularly useful for organizations that have hundreds of employees logged into Zendesk. Second, we support the idea of collaboration, and the ability to collaborate on issues optimizes service desk management. The ability to associate multiple items and contributors to a ticket fosters the concept of collaboration we want to reflect in Easy Office as well. The ability to raise tickets and link items from either of the systems makes for a more swift user experience and also reduces the time it takes for a requester to raise a ticket and for the administrator to respond back. Accessing an item's details through the Easy Office page will not only shed light on issues and service events in one screen, but it will also give you details on check-in and check-out events along with reservations, which in return will help make your data analysis easier and more clear to understand.
So the integration, it also allows users to optimize their operational workflows, all the while keeping contextual information in view. So what we're doing is we're basically reducing the time it takes for the requester to raise an issue and for the admin, the Zendesk admin, to respond to this issue. And the integration impacts the admin side in particular by providing, like as Daniel mentioned, a more swift user experience. So once we go forward with this webinar and we talk about a roadmap, you will see that we do plan on making the system even more ubiquitous, and we have these upcoming enhancements lined up. So the admin would not even necessarily need to toggle between both systems. They can easily manage their workflows just through one system. So that's one of the main points. And then the other one is that quickly being able to view all the items in a user's custody along with their checkout history, it basically reinforces user accountability. And that's not the only view you get, right? So you can see through you can see items at locations, you can see items in groups, and in the Zendesk web panel. You can also see assets that are in the custody of the requester of the ticket and just general assets in the system. So essentially that's what this integration does, right? It makes sure you find the right asset at the right time and take the necessary steps that are needed effectively and efficiently just through your service disk management system.
Great. So now we're going to go over two ways in which our clients use the Easy Office Zendesk integration. And for this, we'll first be looking at some of our existing customers and their workflows. For our first use case, we're going to look at a model that focuses more on the Zendesk side of things. We will first discuss what our customers wanted to achieve with integration, and then how you as a user can carry out the same steps in order to reproduce the desired outcome. Our first customer was from the healthcare industry that loans medical machinery to hospitals in America. They use Easio as their sole asset management system, and they use Zendesk as their ticketing system to allow hospital employees to raise issues against machinery in their custody. The second customer we're going to be looking at installs machinery across global client sites and the required infrastructure that not only supports their asset management, but also empowers their users to contribute and collaborate on issues. Against these items and these tickets, the customer wanted to generate reports, including both the tickets and the maintenance and service events, reports which could then be saved and scheduled as well. Now, both of these customers track their items through Easy Office. However, all of these employees, the members against which the items are checked out, are non-login users of the system. So in our next video example, I'll walk you through how non-login users to one system can still get access and generate issues. First, we will consider a scenario where a customer uses both Zendesk and Easy Office without integrating them. In such a situation, the admin would first go to the ticket, open up the ticket just to see who the requester is, scroll down, copy paste the requester's email address from over here. You can already see how long it takes. And then the user would toggle to Easy Office inventory, search for the user, look up the checked out asset, and then open those assets details just to schedule a service. Now, if I was doing this process 10 times a day, I would end up sending my technicians and my machinery to all over the places. So, however, with the integration, the process gets extremely simplified. All you do is access the Easy Office web panel app from Zendesk. Since Abiha is the requester, her profile has already been linked to the issue, along with the item that is checked out to her. Now you can decide whether to link or unlink items with this ticket. And in case Abiha has items that are working fine, you might not want to go ahead and link them. Now let's consider a situation in which you bought a bunch of HP Pavilion laptops, and with Abiha's recent issue that just came up, you want to go ahead and run a diagnostic check or a service event on all of these issues. So in this case, just click the link other items, and then you'll have a number of options to narrow down your search from. Since I'm looking for a category of items, I'm just going to go ahead and select a group from over here, and I'll type in IT assets. So this is my group with all of my IT items, such as cameras and laptops listed in it. So you can see that I already have linked a number of items to this ticket. So you always, like I mentioned in the start, have the option of unlinking or linking them again. And there really isn't any restriction on how many items you need to link with this ticket. So once you're done, just click on Submit as Open, and the status of the ticket gets changed. Now, if we open up this ticket, you'll see that the tags on the left-hand side are actually item numbers for the items inside Easy Office. Now, the next step would be to schedule a service against this item. So all you need to do is then go to the Linked Assets tab, and not similar to what we did before. Let's say I need to schedule a service against the NV 1.5. I'll just go ahead and open up the item itself. As soon as I click on the item's name, I get taken to the Easy Office inventory app, from where I can just click on the service, then schedule, and after entering the relevant details, I'm good to go. So in this process, you must have observed how the latter part after the integration made for a much better user experience and made this whole process a lot less prone to errors as well.
All right, so for our second use case, we will be talking about an IT company that is using Easio to track laptops that they have on hand and laptops that have been checked out to their employees. Well, not just their laptops, but basically all their office equipment, which includes hardware like monitors, printers, as well as furniture. Again, in this case, the employees are not necessarily login users of the system, and they also don't want a lot of their employees to deal with Easio. For them, Easio is handling the asset management side of things, but all of their information, at least all of the relevant information about the assets, needs to be readily available on Zendesk. And since it's an IT company, they're using Zendesk as their internal issue tracking system. So to demonstrate this, we're going to go over a hypothetical scenario in the video. Yeah. So let's say we have a printer breakdown and the system admin puts it into service for inspection. All he has to do additionally over here is, so we're just going to select the details, click create a ticket on Zendesk as well. So in this company's case, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the Zendesk tickets tab, and under there you'll see the ticket that was created against the service. And since this ticket is available on Zendesk and anyone can see it, you can enter any details, any information you want the people who are relevant to that item to see, and you're just going to enter that and update accordingly. Now, let's say you're done with your service and you want to complete it. So over here, we're just completing the service in Easy Office. We're setting like the cost of the service. We're adding the comments that are associated with the service, like how it went, what was wrong, all of those details. And then once that's done, we're going to update it. And now we're just going to go and see how these changes reflect in the Zendesk ticket. So we're going to go over the Zendesk tab. We're going to go into Zendesk, the ticket. And over here, you can see the details, the relevant details of the service. And since you're done, you can close the ticket. And that's that. So uh, that's like their main use case. So asset management on the Easio side and service desk management is separate, and they just want a really smooth intersection of both where they can see what items are being maintained. And as Daniel mentioned previously, we also have reports for services and then Zendesk tickets, and this will help you spot any potential issues with items that if you're seeing they're going into service pretty often. And for now, what this can help you do is it can enable you into making more intelligent business decisions about your assets. So the problem that our Zendesk integration solved for this IT company was the unnecessary need to orient their users, a subset of their user base, to multiple systems just to track their simple hardware related issues. For most employees of the company, they can manage pretty easily with just using Zendesk as their primary point of reference for their office supplies, and Easio will ubiquitously do all the work in the background for them when it comes to the asset lifecycle side of things. All right, so these were our two main use cases for our Zendesk integration, and now we're going to talk about our roadmap. So yeah, the first feature on our roadmap just went live recently. Now you can link your Zendesk service tickets on the go through the Easio mobile app. And this is particularly helpful when you're on site, and it aids you in being much more real time when it comes to service tracking. You don't need to like access a desktop just to create a simple Zendesk ticket against the service. So that was the very first thing on our roadmap. It's live now. So yeah, the next enhancement we have planned is to introduce actions in the Easio panel on Zendesk. Admins would no longer need to access Easio to perform basic actions on items, and they can directly check out, check in, service, and reserve items for other users via Zendesk. And this has been one of the most requested enhancements for our Zendesk integration. And we just want you to know that we hear you and we understand how critical this is, especially for IT admins who, as Daniel just mentioned, like when you have to do the same thing over and over again, more than 10 times a day, even with how simple we've made our current user experience, even that can be a bit tedious. So this addition will only enhance the adaptability of Easio with your help desk system and further streamline your asset management experience. And then after that, we are also looking into uh, like segueing from the addition of actions to the web panel, we also plan on enhancing the user experience of, sorry, one second. So we also plan on enhancing the user experience of the Easio panel in Zendesk. This would mean providing more detailed information and better views of the assets present in Easio within this panel. So to be more specific, as of now, there is a fixed number of data points you can pull from Easio into Zendesk. And what we're working on is increasing the amount of information you can see in Zendesk that you are pulling in from Easio, as well as customizing that information according to your business needs. And this will only strengthen the Zendesk user's ability to make those decisions that rely a lot on contextual information. So these were our main three additions, and then we also are making the minor addition of allowing search of assets that are already linked into tickets. So this will kind of help you navigate the tickets that already exist in Zendesk against the assets. So yeah,
Great.
That's about it for our roadmap.
Great. Guys, for everyone on the call, please, there is a live poll running on in which we are asking your feedback just to see which of these features would be the most critical to you. I would encourage you all to go ahead and answer that question because, like Abiha mentioned, this is exactly the feedback that we need in order to actually provide you with a very concrete roadmap. So, Abiha, I think that this wraps it up for our Zendesk webinar. Do you think we've covered everything?
All right. So yes, we've covered why you should be using our Zendesk integration, how to use the integration, which is through the use cases and how we're handling it, and we're also letting you know what to expect from the integration in the future. So I think we're pretty covered on that end, Daniel.
Thank you everyone for joining. Like we mentioned, any of the questions that went unanswered, we will send out a response to you in person as well. We will also send out a recording to all of the people attending the webinar and for all of the people who registered for it as well. So if some of your colleagues registered for the webinar and were not able to make it, please let them know that we will be sending over the recording for this session. Again, thank you so much for joining us, and we do look forward to having these opportunities to interact with one another more frequently in the future. Have a nice day.